Welcome everyone. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you 20 cool plants that I've picked out because I really like them, and I'm hoping maybe I can give you some inspiration. Maybe you'll find your next wish list plant or two on this list, and yeah, so let's get into it and look at some plants.
Filadendum Black Cardinal is an absolutely gorgeous variety of philodendron that grows these really big, glossy and dark leaves. I really do love plants that have dark foliage, and this one really is quite a presence with its beautiful dark glossy leaves. And yeah, the camera doesn't really do it justice either. In real life you can see so many more colours, but this is a really easy care plant too, so I really couldn't recommend this one enough. It would make a great addition to any collection. The Heartleaf philodendron is a really beautiful variety of philodendron, and you can grow this one trailing as I have it here. I just love it trailing. It looks really beautiful. You can also grow it climbing too, but this one is a super fast grower. It's very adaptable, and yeah, it's one of those really hardy plants. Filadendum Billetier, despite its tropical looks, this one is actually really easy to care for, and many people love it because of its kind of tropical long leaves. It definitely gives that jungle vibe to the home. I think it's definitely one that you should put on a shelf, I think, because it does take up quite a lot of space and the leaves tend to overhang, but I just absolutely love this one. Next is a sort of a tree-like plant. This is a Ficus Ali, and it's a type of rubber plant, but I just love this one because it's so different to the Ficus Elastica, the one that we are used to seeing. It has these lovely kind of long, thin, elegant leaves, and yeah, as you can see, it takes on a sort of a tree form, and yeah, it's just a really easy plant, and it's one of those kind of statement floor plants as well, which I really love. It's not too expensive too. I didn't pay all that much for this large plant. Next we have Somnium Mojito. This is a quite easy to get hold of Syngonium these days. It used to be quite rare, but it's not really anymore. You can get it all over the place, but this one is just super fast growing, and it has beautiful mottled variegation, and yeah, it's just a stunning plant. I really love this one. It's got really interesting shaped leaves as well, which I really enjoy, and yeah, I think it would make a great addition to any collection. It's a really stunning plant. It can climb, or you could have it trailing if you wanted to. I've got mine climbing a pole. The Agenemma Silver Bay is just one of those staple plants that I just have to have in my collection, and this is a low light tolerant plant too. In fact, it really doesn't like very, very bright light, so I keep mine on the floor here, and it's just growing beautifully, but I'd highly recommend this one. It's very easy. This is another philodendron, the Philodendron Painted Lady, and this one has stunning kind of yellow variegation in the leaves. They are a little bit more yellow when they first come out, and then they fade out a bit, but I just think this is a really stunning and elegant plant, and it has the red petioles and stems too, and yeah, I just think it's gorgeous and very easy to care for. I would highly recommend this one, and these days it's not actually that rare. It's quite easy to get hold of as well. This is Epiprem Orium Marble Queen, and this one really is a classic. I never get bored of mine. I've got mine growing up a pole. It grows quite fast when you have it climbing. You can also have it trailing if you want to, but mine is growing super fast on this pole. But this one just gives gorgeous variegation. Each leaf is different, and it's definitely not expensive either. It's a very common plant. And yeah, it just ticks all the boxes really. If you like something fast growing, variegated, and it doesn't cost that much either. They tend to be easy to get hold of. I couldn't recommend this one enough. It's definitely one of my favourite plants and one that just is really hardy as well. Bipponatapidum. This is a beautiful plant which is very large, and if you have the space, it's actually a really easy grower, and it's a fairly fast grower too. Mine has kind of blossomed this year. This is the first growing season that I've had mine, and it's already domineering this corner, but I just absolutely love this one. If you do have the space, it's fairly easy to get hold of and really easy care too, and quite forgiving too, and adaptable, I find. But yeah, I just think it's a beautiful statement plant, this one. It really brings the outdoors in, if that makes sense. The classic Ficus Elastica, this one comes in lots of different varieties. In this pot I have Ficus Elastica robusta and also the Belize ruby version. I love to pot different ficus plants together. They have the same care needs, so it's fine to do that. But I couldn't recommend these plants enough. They're very easy care, very hardy too. This one's had thrips this year and it's really bounced back. And yeah, they grow really well as long as you give them plenty of bright light and give them a nice consistent watering schedule. They make absolutely excellent house plants, and yeah, they tend to be one of those domineering plants eventually, as they can actually grow quite large. The yucca is a really awesome plant. It can get quite large. This is actually one that I propagated. It started out with just 2 sticks last year, and yeah, it's grown all this foliage in that time. But I'm a real big fan of the yucca. It's super hardy, very drought tolerant, and yeah, it will just survive anything, I think. One of those really easy plants that will survive some neglect, but I think it's just a really nice plant to have in the home because it fills a space. You know, it's one of those large plants, and you know, you can get a smaller one if you'd prefer, but I just think it's a really cool plant to have at home. And then the classic snake plant, I just think everyone should have a snake plant. I don't care if some people are bored of them now, I love it. It's not the fastest growing plant, but it is one of the most hardy. I've had this one for a while now, a few years probably, and yeah, it just always survives. It never causes any trouble. I very often forget to water it, and it's very forgiving. And it rarely ever needs repotting. So yeah, if you like a plant that you can just neglect, definitely get a snake plant. This is one of my favourite plants of all time at the moment. This is the Dischidia platyphila. This one's actually related to Hoya, but for some reason Dischidias don't seem to get as much airtime as Hoyas, but this one grows a lot faster than I imagined it would. I wasn't even sure I liked this one. My husband chose this, but now that I have it, it's literally one of my favourite plants. I absolutely adore it. And yeah, it grows much faster than I thought too, and it's really easy care, and I really couldn't recommend it enough. It's kind of weird. I love the way it's kind of weird, and its foliage is all kind of curly. You can have this one shingling up a plank, but I much prefer it trailing like this. But definitely get one of these if you can. Antherum clarinervium is a great beginner's anthurium. I'm really starting to get to know mine now, and the longer I've had it, the more I'm starting to get to know its care. I haven't always loved this one because it has been a little bit tricky, but give it time and it will eventually start to flourish, and it really is quite rewarding when it does. I just absolutely love the size, the shape, the look of the leaves. It really is beautiful, and I think it does seem to enjoy the extra humidity here in the bathroom, and I've kind of learned that it doesn't like to dry out. I think maybe the mistake I was making was I was letting it dry out too much, but I've made it my mission over the last few years to kind of work out what this plant wants, and I think I may be getting somewhere finally with this one. This is the Diffakia Tropic Snow, and this one, wow, it really does give that tropical feel, doesn't it? I mean, you could put this one pretty much anywhere. It is a little bit more tolerant of lower light areas. I have mine in bright indirect light because I want it to grow fast and I want it to have really big leaves, and it seems to be flourishing here. But the variegation on this one is also absolutely stunning, and it's one of those plants that gives you that kind of jungle feel wherever you decide to place it in your home. It's a really versatile plant, I think. This is Ripsalis Bolivanum, and this is a jungle cactus, and I just can't keep going on about this one because it really is a brilliant plant. I absolutely love it. It grows so well and it's so hardy. It really tolerated its repot well as well. And yeah, I just think it's a really beautiful plant. I'm always recommending this one, and yeah, giving propagations to people wherever I can. And I just think it's a beautiful plant. I don't exactly see it around that much, but I do really love it. And if you see it, definitely give it a go because it's definitely one of those kind of low maintenance plants, and it looks really stunning on a shelf. I just really love the structure of this one. I think it's gorgeous. This is one of my favourite philodendrons, and one that doesn't get enough credit, I don't think. This is Filadendum Billetier. It has these beautiful elongated leaves with a kind of a bluey silver tinge to them. There's just something really elegant about this plant that I love, and it's really easy to care for as well. It is a vining plant. At the moment it's holding itself up pretty well, but I just think it's such a beautiful, elegant house plant, and yeah, I would highly recommend this one. This is another Dischidia. This is Dischidia Oyantha variegata. Again, I really don't think Dischidias get enough airtime in the plant world. I think they're beautiful. Maybe they're starting to catch on a bit more now, but this one is absolutely beautiful. It has very sort of semi-succulent-like leaves, and it definitely kind of behaves much like a hoya as well. I have it in a very well-draining soil, but I could highly recommend this one if you do manage to get your hands on one. I think they're becoming a little bit more available now. It's a really cool plant to have and really easy care too. I find mine to be not demanding at all, actually. Very easy to look after. This has to be one of the most hardy plants that I have. This is the Dracaena Fragrance. And honestly, this one is the only plant that I keep in very low light in this house, and I've had it in low light for a good long time. I've been keeping this plant, these varieties of plants, in low light for years, and they absolutely thrive. They are not fussy at all. And honestly, if you have a spot in your home that just gets fairly low light, this is a brilliant plant to put there, and it actually will be able to live there. I find this one to be a great filler plant in the living room in a spot where I have no windows. It's not near to a window at all, and yeah, it's just doing great. This is one of my favourite little trailing plants. This is the Pepperomia Hope, and there's just something about the little coin-shaped leaves on this one that I love. I didn't used to always be very good with peperomias, but once I learned their care, they've become really easy. As long as you don't overwater them and you give them plenty of bright and direct light, they seem to be pretty happy. And yeah, these days I find them pretty easy, but this one I highly recommend because, I mean, look at it, it's just beautiful, isn't it? The way it grows those little coin-shaped leaves and trails, I absolutely love it. So definitely get yourself one of these if you find one. They are actually pretty easy to get hold of as well.
Thanks so much for watching today. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, if you'd like to get some bonus content, check out my Patreon. The link will be in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.